Alright guys, welcome to World War II. Badass World War II. This is Japan, round 7. What is Japan going to buy? Okay, Japan is going to buy 6 tanks, 1 bomber, 1 destroyer, carrier and 1 guy. 30 IPCs spent from the tanks, with the bomber 42, destroyer 50, 64 and 67, all IPCs spent. Okay, combat movements. Here we have the first combat movement. Tank from India is going to blitz through Persia and end his movement in Kazakh SSR. Instant capture. There are no allied units in those two territories. Second combat movement. 1 artillery from Ebenki is going to attack Novosibirsk, and 1 tank is going to move through Ebenki and end his movement here. Also, these 3 bombers are going to move 1 and 2 to support the attack. Third combat movement. All these guys are going to make an amphibious assault in Australia. So this carrier is going to pick 1 guy. This carrier is going to pick 1 guy from the Caroline Islands, move to Sea Zone 48, and then move into Sea Zone 47. These 3 transports are going to pick 3 artillery and 3 guys and move them into Sea Zone 47, so they could make an amphibious assault. Okay. Also, this transport in Sea Zone 53 is going to pick up the tank and move here. So let's move all these guys. I'm not going to use magic this time, so just let's move all these guys. Okay, so we have 7 guys. No, sorry, we have 5 guys, 3 artillery, 1 tank. These fighters from the carrier in Sea Zone 51 are going to move 1, 2 and 3. They are going to be left with 1 movement. Also, these other 2 fighters in Sea Zone 53 are going to move 1, 2 and 3. 1 movement left. The battleships are going to support the attack, the cruisers as well as the cruisers. So we have 3 cruisers, 2 battleships. Okay, and those are the combat movements. First, Persia is captured, Kazakh SSR is captured. So we have 3 IPCs for Japan. And now let's do the battle for Novosibirsk. Okay, we have 1 artillery and 1 tank, 3 bombers. Let me show you guys the dice. This is a red dice, so two sides, black dice, 3 sides, orange dice, 4 sides. Okay, 4 and 4. Okay, so this is the first attack in Novosibirsk. Hopefully I could get all those guys in 1 round. Yeah, I could get all of them. 4 hits. Okay. Now we have 1 tank defending at 3 or less. We have 3 guys. Oh shit. Okay, let's do it. They could get a bomber. Let's see. No, they weren't. I will take the artillery as casualty. And Novosibirsk is captured. No shit. Right. Now, let's do the battle for Australia. We have 3 cruisers and 2 battleships supporting the amphibious assault. Okay, We have 3 cruisers, and 2 battleships. Okay. We have 4 hits. Now we have 5 infantry. So these guys are going to hit at 1. No hits. Now we have the 3 artillery and 3 guys. So we have 6 at 2 or less. Okay, 2 hits. I think that's all we needed for the capture of Australia. Okay, let me show the dice. That's it. Now let's make the returning fire. We have 2 USA fighters. Oh shit, I forgot about the AA gun. So let's shoot the AA guns for the 4 fighters for Japan. We have 1 hit, so 1 fighter is going to be destroyed. Sorry about that. Now let's roll for the 2 USA fighters. Only 2 sides are with no sticker. Yeah, that's it. Let's do it. 2 hits. So 3 hits for the UK, 6 hits for Japan. So I think, yeah, Australia is captured. And 3 hits, so I'm going to take, I need to move these guys. Take 1 artillery and 1 guy, okay, as casualty. And that's it. Now let's do my non-combat movements. Alright, as non-combat movements, these 2 carriers are going to move with all this fleet, and this destroyer, and this other destroyer. The 3 fighters are going to land into the carriers. Here, these 2 guys from Burma are going to move into India. These 2 tanks from French Indochina are going to move into India. Also, this guy in Burma is also going to move into India. Oh, I forgot about that. But yeah, these 3 bombers are going to move into 1, 2, and 3 into Stanobog Cherevet. These 3 tanks from Manchuria into Buryatia and the Stanobog. These guys in Yakut are going to advance into Evenki. And these 2 fighters in Japan are going to move into Season 62 for the incoming carrier. This destroyer and sub in Season 51 are going to move 1 and 2 into Season 62. And that's all. That's all for Japan. Japan should be now collecting 52 IPCs. The UK goes down to 13 and the USSR to 10. The plus Japan is going to collect 15 IPCs, so it should end with 67 IPCs. And now my placing unit, the bomber is going to be placed into French Indochina. Carrier and destroyer are going to be placed into Season 62. The fighters are going to land there. 3 tanks in India and 3 tanks in Manchuria. Okay, 1 guy into Japan. And that's all. That's all for Japan. A long video. Alright guys, some mistakes I made. I have just taken a look at the video, and the battle for Novosibirsk and Australia were some mistakes. I didn't roll for the 3 UK units, so let's do it right now. so I could take the Japan casualties, because when I rolled it for the 8 gun, I just forget about the 3 UK infantry. So let's roll for them. Okay, we have 1 hit. So in Australia I'm going to remove another infantry, and Australia should be now at, I have just removed this guy, should have 2 guys, 2 artillery and 1 tank. Okay. Also I forget about rolling some dice here in the battle for Novosibirsk. Guy rolled extra bomber, so I'm going to re-roll this battle. So let's do it. Okay, I'm going to roll first for the artillery. Nothing. There's nothing. Now I'm going to roll for the tank. Nothing. And now I'm going to roll for the 3 bombers. Let's take a look. Only 2 sides is nothing. We have only 2 hits, so this time is more true of what it should have been. So now let's roll for the 3 USSR infantry. 1 hit. I'm going to take the artillery. These 2 guys should be here in the casualty zone. Now let's roll for the USSR tank. 1 hit. Yeah, I'm going to take the tank, and because I'm crazy, I'm going to continue this attack. So let's do it. Let's roll for the 3 bombers. Novosibirsk right now could not be captured, so let's only kill those units. Okay, I have 3 hits. Now let's roll 1 at 2 and 1 at 3 for the tank and guy and infantry. Novosibirsk. With no hits here. Oof, no hits. Yeah, now Novosibirsk is clean of USSR units, and the 3 bombers are going to return to where they were in Stanovo Sherbet, but Novosibirsk is not captured this time. Sorry about these guys, and yeah, have a nice weekend.